like a slippery bar of soap there. Somebody's got to take charge here.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland.
You know what? I think he had to call timeout right now just to get his guys to regroup because they were really ragged out there.
Yeah, they've got to get some things straightened out, and sometimes the best way to do that is with a timeout. They look to be overwhelmed right now.
And the Clippers making a change here. Griffin's checked in. Irving attacking. That's a good shot, and now he's 3 for 7.
Boy, I tell you, it was a tough road for the Clippers in the playoffs. They get by the Spurs in round 1 in a 7-game emotional series, then immediately have to go up against the Rockets in round 2.
Griffin kicks to Redick. Paul passes to Jordan. Mozgov with the block. They shoot again, and the wide-open shot from Redick. Off target with his 3.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch in how he attacks the rim at full speed like that. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim. Hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
it's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out. And we all remember the Clippers would go up 3-1 against the Rockets. They had that 19-point lead in the fourth quarter of Game 6, but couldn't hold on to it and lose Game 7. And it was one of the biggest series collapses, really, in postseason history.
Cavs were one of the top teams in the East last year.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor.
What, did they shoot it from beyond the arc at home, Kevin? I mean, top 3 in the league in terms of three-point shooting. It does help to have LeBron, doesn't it?
It does. That is effective. Shumpert is checked in for Cleveland. The drive by James. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And, you know, for the Cavs at home, they ended with 31 wins there. Second best record in the East in that regard. A lot of those wins actually came after the All-Star break.
And how about the Cavs last season? 18 straight home wins for them. 3rd longest home win streak in their history. And that home winning streak helped them jump from the middle of the playoff pack to the 2 seed.
Green is checked in for the Clippers. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. He's playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
Yeah, but they've also protected the paint extremely well. You see that in their block shot totals, but also they've altered a lot of shots.
Here's LeBron following the basket by Chris Paul. LeBron outside. Irving up top. Back to James. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam.
Wow. Now this is just getting ridiculous. They can't possibly keep this up.
Can't remember the last time they missed one. Remarkable shooting here. Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
Here's LeBron following the basket by Chris Paul. Here's Mozgov. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Cavaliers lead by 8.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Griffin's shot is good.
Boy, after struggling in the first quarter, he's come alive here in the second.
Cavaliers have gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace. Again, Irving missing. Clippers trail by 6. Redick for 3. Mozgov grabs the board.
Tough shots aren't going down for him right now, but neither are the easy ones. I mean, he's got to find the rhythm somehow.
Love wide open. He fires. Off target from 3-point range. And Mbah-a-Moute kicks to Paul. The feed to Mbah-a-Moute. No good on the triple. The Cavaliers leading by 6. On its way from Irving for two. No good off the back of the rim.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
Can't cash in from close range.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot.
And so that brings the first half to a close.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It was all about Cleveland as the game got going. They were able to stretch out their lead to 8 points on the heels of a few stops and some quality offensive possessions. They were able to string together a nice set of offensive plays to finish the quarter, making their last 4 shots. In the second quarter, they continued to trade punches and won the exchange, finishing with a 6-point advantage at the break. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
Well, their playmakers were in top form tonight. They showed great court vision and great ball movement. That's why.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We're going to sit right here and wait for the end of the game and talk at you again.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. It's been a clinic by Chris Paul.
You know, we talk so often about making your teammates better, and his ability to see the floor and then make those passes on time in that first half was the key.
Boy, I tell you what, they say he's not a playmaker, but he certainly has fooled me with the way he's performing right now.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. Taking a look at Los Angeles. We've got Crawford. Cole Aldrich is out there with Green. Then it's Pierce. And it's Rivers in at the 1 spot. Clippers moving the ball around. No one near him. Rebound by Smith.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag it.
Well, safe to say that J.R. Smith has never been short on confidence, Clark, his entire career.
Yeah, he's always been a guy who could actually play with confidence and back it up. When he's hot from the floor, he can take over games single-handedly.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop and the dunk by James.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
Austin Rivers traded to the Clippers last year. A change of scenery did him well, and he was comfortable coming off the bench.
And that's a great point, Kevin. I mean, he seemed to get steady playing time, and that's what he needed most. And also, he wasn't defined by a position. They were able to find a niche role for him to play in.
Cleveland leading by 7. James with it. Now Green defending. Love inside. For 3, Smith. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Crawford, no one around him. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half.
And, you know, the role for Rivers last season was that of a bench scorer. I mean, not sure if he'll ever be a starter, but he can be a part of a winning basketball team with his skill set.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
The drive by Green. There's the 3. Count that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Rivers.
And with the trade last season, Rivers became the first son ever to play for his father. His dad, of course, being Doc Rivers. And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth, here we go.
And the Clippers call time here.
And how big was last year's trade for J.R. Smith? I mean, sent from the Knicks to the Cavaliers around midseason, Smith began to post some of the better numbers of his career, helping prove that for a tumultuous personality like Smith's, environment is key.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for LeBron. The Clippers also making some changes. DeAndre Jordan comes in for Cole Aldrich. And it's Johnson in for Green. Pierce attacking. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
For J.R. Smith playing alongside LeBron and Kyrie last season, he knew he had a chance for a ring. You know, Clark, he played like it most of the time.
He sure did. I mean, instead of having to create offense, the offense was created for him, served up perfectly for him, and all he had to do was knock down open jumpers, and as a result, the shooting percentages rose after the trade.
Shumpert is checked in for Irving. On defense, the Cavaliers. They've led by as much as 10. And Wesley Johnson with the slam.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
And, guys, it was a terrific understanding between teammates that made that possible. They really did read each other well there.
Rivers with the second effort, and it's blocked. And here we go. Shumpert running it up the court. Thompson dishes to Fry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Fry's got his first bucket in this one. Clippers trail by 5. Kicks it out to Johnson. Pierce attacking, and that one's good. Here's Dellavedova. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Pierce with the steal. Crawford passes to Pierce, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
You know, adding on to that, we can't fail to mention all the steals they've piled up, too. I mean, that's making a big difference. They've really gotten into them defensively.
A big group substitution here for the Clippers. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And Mbah-a-Moute comes in for Johnson. J.J. Redick's checked in for Jamal Crawford. And Paul subbed in for Austin Rivers.
When you're talking about the greatest clutch players ever, that list needs to include Paul Pierce. I mean, he slowed down a bit, no doubt, but don't let that fool you. If you give him any kind of look at the end of the game, he'll cut your heart out.
Smith kicks to Shumpert. 5 to shoot. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. They get it back. And it's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for the Clippers.
DeAndre Jordan.
By inside, defended by Griffin, and taken away by Paul. Griffin dishes to Mbah-a-Moute. The drive by Jordan. Here's Griffin. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Looking back at Paul Pierce's career, Clark, so many game winners. None more impressive than his jump over Dwayne Wade in the first round of the 2010 playoffs.
Yeah, you know, Shaq nicknamed him the Truth for a good reason. I mean, Pierce grew up in L.A. and reportedly dreamed of playing with the Lakers. Ironic that he instead became one of the Celtics' all-time greats.
Here's Griffin for the lead, and they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
A different look now for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Love comes in for Channing Frye. And it's LeBron in for Smith. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the third. Dellavedova kicks to Love. And another miss by Cleveland. The dish to Paul. He feeds it to Redick. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got assist number 5 here tonight.